I think the only bitter part about meeting you guys in New York is that I don't get to meet Archie and Ronan,
It's fair.
Very fair.
which is who I really want to meet. So
Yeah, you don't want to meet us. You just want to meet my
no,
dog.
fuck you guys. I don't care about you.
I mean, that's a given.
I'm trying to meet Archie and Ronan, June and
funny.
Polly. Like, I don't care about you two.
Yeah, that
It's
makes
very
total
fair.
sense. I wouldn't want to meet me either, so that's okay.
No. Mm-mm. Cats. I thought about it last night, and like I was sitting there and I was playing. It was late. I was really tired. I was stoned, and my mic was like right here, and I started like itching my face with my mic, and I was thinking about it, and I looked over at my cat, and my cat was like itching himself on the corner or something, and I'm like, was I a cat in my past life?
Could have been. I hope if reincarnation exists, I'm gonna come back as a cat.
Because I mean, I love cats, right? I take care of 3 outdoor cats. I got my cat. I'm like the cat whisperer.
Can you
Everybody
imagine being a
knows me.
barn cat?
That'd be the shit, right?
Sure, it's a wonderful existence.
You basically just like live to troll people
What's
and
that any
sleep
different than now?
sleep places. I guess you make a good point. I guess when you're like a human being and you troll people, there's always like the aftermath and the clapback that you can receive for that. But when you're a cat, it's like I don't know. There's like a certain level of expectancy that you're going to be a little shit.
It's true.
I think,
True.
right? I saw
Can
you
be.
playing God of War last night.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. Why did you streamed and then you posted? What
I
did you
wasn't.
say?
I streamed like on Friday. I didn't stream yesterday, and it's all of a sudden I was just like,
Oh, I was wondering if you got hacked or something.
no, I just delayed.
Weird.
You know what's weird? Okay, hold on. Are we
Sure.
on live yet?
We're
We are
live. We're
live.
not recording it. Do you want to record
Okay,
real quick?
all right.
We are live.
Real quick. I would like for this recording to go real quick. Yes.
Yeah, you just want to be somewhere, right?
No, I was being completely sarcastic because Charlie has this like look in his face, and I can't tell if he's like disappointed in me or if like he's
No.
judging me or
No,
if
no,
he's
no, no.
happy with me or if he's
I'm always disappointed in
neutral.
you.
Well, I mean,
No, that's not true.
That's very true. I'm kidding.
are we recording it?
We are now.
Are we recording it?
We are now. Yeah.
All right, so here's the newest thing on Twitch that I do not understand. And Dom, tell me when they're gonna like finally do the SmackDown on this.
What do you?
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
I
don't-
You guys
I don't
look,
have
just, look,
insider
just because.
knowledge.
Look,
I
just
work in
because
the
you work
ad
there,
team.
I know, but that means that you like know everything at the billion-dollar company. You're like
It's
my
true.
inside source.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you're
no,
supposed to
no,
know
no.
everything, like the
I
ins
know
and outs
nothing.
of the entire operation of Twitch. Okay,
Yeah. This is how it's supposed to
Interactive.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're supposed to infiltrate them from the inside
whole
and then
point
get
of
us
you
partner status.
Yeah. That's the whole point of your agreement with us
Oh,
to
right.
work at Twitch.
Yeah,
Right.
like you don't help
Right.
out on the pod because you're supposed to be out there getting us free partner
On the
status
inside,
behind
yeah,
the
yeah.
scenes.
Dude, you
Come on.
fucking.
Anyways,
you fucking
anyways,
got
anyways.
me.
Anyways, hold on. So
Can you
I'm
set,
trying
can
to
you
figure
center
this out.
yourself up on the camera at least for the Jesus Christ? Thank you.
Sorry.
Am I center this week?
You're
Am I
fine.
center this week?
Dom's just
Okay,
looks
all
like
right,
he's like
all
going off the frame. You know, he's just like,
All right,
I'm
Dom.
gonna do the
So
pod from here, guys. I'm gonna do the pod from here. It's great. Can you see me? You can see my.
He's got
my
he looks like Batman right now. He's got like the darkness mild friend kind of thing vibe going on.
Hello.
Anyways, we love you. So anyways, what's going on at Twitch?
Good to see with you again.
I'm only sleeping.
That's all I know.
Okay,
Sorry.
so I now see this this angle that people are playing, right? Where they're doing the I'm only sleeping thing, and then they leave like some random shit playing on the background, and they're basically banking off of the ad creative that's being sent out to the viewers that are in there at that point in time. Like,
That sounds about right.
I mean, is that like? I mean, that's like the newest thing because I only reason I say it is because I have a friend of mine. Well, I've talked about it before. The guy that is the Diablo speedrunner, and I mean, I know he's just like following suit because I know he's not the type of person to be like, oh, you guys want to watch me sleep, you know? But like, he's banking on it right now. So
Oh, sure.
I just see it as like the new angle that people are playing, and it's just so I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. It's kind of smart, but at the same time, I'm like, really? That's where we're going?
It's can't hate the player, hate the game. You want to make money, you make money. You do what you can, you know.
Yeah. So the plan is that from now on the OG podcast has to be live and it has to be on always on Marvel Strike Force streamers.
I mean, like, wait, what?
Neither one of you guys were like. So I was joking, but you know
Well,
that
no,
like
but not really.
no, like that's what these people are doing. Is they're like they're going under the category of I'm only sleeping, but then they're like playing like videos or they have like this word scramble game that they'll play, and the chat will like sit there and play the word scramble game, and they're essentially banking off of the ads that are going out to the people in chat every hour that are like on the auto thing. I was just merely joking about us doing it.
Oh, I
but-
see. So they have like something that says "I'm asleep" with like a banner, and then it's just live.
Yeah, that's it. Like literally, or if you're like one of the girls, like Amaranth or something, you
You're
put a
actually
camera
sleeping,
on your ass while you're
That's
sleeping,
so- I
and
don't
people
get- I don't
like
get
thousands of people will watch it and sit in the chat and talk, and it's just like, okay, I mean, you know, hey, like Dom said, can't hate the player, hate the game.
That. Fair enough.
Speaking of video games.
Oh yeah, the intro. I forgot.
Did you like run a marathon this morning? Like, what is going on? Or did you do like
Me?
yeah, you're like
I'm not stoned right now.
Got it. Okay,
Why am I a little more energetic than usual?
very much
Very.
so.
I went to bed early last night and I didn't smoke weed this morning, so I definitely have more energy than usual. I'm trying to smoke less weed, guys.
Got it.
Come on. Is that okay? Is that okay? That I can be less zombified?
Dude, totally.
You do you, bub. You do you.
Yeah, feel yourself, you know.
All right. I guess I'll get into the intro.
I guess I got it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Overachievers Gaming Podcast. I am your host. What? What are you smirking for? Dom's just
All right, you know what? Hold on. I gotta hold on. Let me. I gotta call my private jet so I can fly up to New York City and
welcome to the Overachievers Gaming Podcast. I am your host. I am your host, Vash, joined as always by Ashi, Sleepy Pastrami, and Chef. I have way too much energy, Crondo. This week, this is episode 86. Thank you very much for joining us at the couple of days after Thanksgiving. For those paying attention in other parts of the country or world or wherever, doesn't matter. We are here to talk about what we're playing, what we're looking forward to, and a little bit of gaming news. Anyway.
I forgot to download God of War Ragnarok.
That's how
what are you doing with your life?
Get to download God of War. Do it now. Just stop what you're doing. Go and do it now.
I can't do it right now.
Why not?
I will do it when I leave here to go train. I will leave it up to down. I'm sure it's a giant download.
It is. It's like 40 or 50 gigs, I think.
Yeah, I will do that.
So let's hop into God of War. Let's go for it.
I will do it.
You want to hop like right into talking about the game?
Don,
I don't want you guys to say anything besides if the game is good or not, but I know the game is good.
Well, there's nothing. Okay, so there's nothing for me to reveal that would be a spoiler because I'm probably like I want to say I'm like 30 or 40 hours into the game, and I feel like I'm like 20% into the game based off like the map size and the remaining goals that you have, like the different
the map objectives, like the ghosts. And
I didn't really.
Shit.
Yeah. I didn't really play.
Oh, Hellfire! Wait, hold up. Sorry, Josh. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I haven't seen Hellfire in the chat in what feels like a long time.
He's alive.
Continue. Sorry, I just wanted to call out that our biggest fans in the chat.
Yeah. So, anyways, I didn't really beat God of War 4, but the game definitely feels like a sequel to it in many ways. That I had to go back and watch the actual like catch up, I guess you could say. They have like a catch up that you can do. Tells you the preface story. Recap. So, and I would highly suggest it because the game definitely like launches right into the storyline, which is phenomenal, like absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
The gameplay is flawless. Like I have literally zero complaints about the game.
My only complaint is it's too fucking hard.
Sometimes
it's hard.
It's way harder.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting.
You have to really.
I sucked up my ego and I went down to give me story because I was just like, there was just certain times where I just like, there's little mini bosses. There's a lot more mini bosses in this one.
That's cool. I like the mini boss
and
aspect.
I was just like,
before.
I cannot beat these guys.
You have to learn how to use the skills, and there are certain skills that counter certain enemy types. Like I realized, like there's one area where you can throw your axe at the wall, and it will, like if you aim it, it'll have like a blue or a pink arrow, and it'll go back to the, like basically it'll bounce off, and then if it hits a target, it will do like a circular spinny attack thing. Well, my best friend and I are both like, fuck this, like when am I ever going to actually do this? Well, I actually tried doing it, and it put him into stagger mode. So I was like, oh, well, here I was struggling to fight these guys, and the whole time I was really just supposed to like line up the axe,
supposed to get
like
good.
Line them.
Right,
yeah, well, yeah,
right.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is like I didn't really play
Right.
4, so I didn't really know that like a lot of these mechanics in the game are there literally are certain ways to counter certain enemies.
That's new. That's not that wasn't in the first.
So that wasn't in the first one. Yeah, like the other thing is that there's the dark elves and the light elves.
Yeah.
Like if you use the fist and the shield as opposed to using the dual blades or the axe, oh my god, 10 times better. But it took me a while. It took me throwing my axe at somebody and forgetting to recall it, and then starting to punch them in the face and seeing like,
because you didn't have your axe, you were punching them.
Yeah, you see like chunks of their
right.
stagger, but they were like really hard for me to kill. I was losing to them. And then like I was getting frustrated, and I just like was like, fuck it, let me throw my axe at one of them and see how much it does. And I forgot to recall it, and I was just punching, and I'm like, oh my god, like this is the way to beat these dudes. Like, so I mean, I'm just learning as I go. Like there's definitely fights I've lost on where I'm like, fuck, I suck at this game. And then I'm like, oh wait a minute, there was like actually a like cheese mechanic to beat this guy. I just had to figure it out first.
Yeah, maybe not necessarily like straight up cheese, but there it seems like there's more. Because, like, in the previous game, it was really just where they fire, you use ice axe. Where they ice, you use their blades of chaos. And it seems like there is more intentionality.
That's still there.
I'm sure it is, but it seems like there may be some more intentionality with why you would do certain things.
Yeah, 100%.
Or whatever.
I mean, it's just great. I mean,
I mean to download it. I just honestly like. I keep forgetting it. I have to find all the cables because I put the PlayStation away until like find the cables and stuff.
Yeah, the storyline's phenomenal, man. Like it's up there. It's up there in those games like Last of Us, where I can put the controller down and I can just sit back and watch it, and I feel like I'm watching like a really good movie.
Yeah, I haven't skipped a single line of dialogue in this game yet.
So. No,
that tracks.
What's the one guy's name that's the like the Hammersmith's friend, Brock, I think is his name.
Brock and they're brothers.
They're brothers. Yeah.
Brock and Cinder. Yeah. Okay, so again, didn't play the first one.
The blue one's
Brock. Brock is fucking hilarious. Like,
he's very fun.
Absolutely.
Wait, you didn't play 4, or
I played like half of it. I really didn't cut into it as much as I should have.
Sure.
I back and play it.
Yeah,
I probably will. Honestly,
very good. Like very good.
I mean, I always knew it would be. It's just me. I'm a heroin a WoW addict. Yeah, but no, the game, dude, I can't even. I love doing all the exploration stuff, and I love side quests. I like the fact that they added the RPG element to it. I started already upgrading all my gear because that's one of the platinum trophy requirements, is that you have like every item upgraded in the game. So
really? Fuck.
Yeah, the replayability behind it I find is phenomenal. And I also think that it's cool that the gear isn't just hey, let me I'm sorry, I got distracted by the chat. Apparently you have superhuman abilities to go from clean shaven to
non-shaven.
well bearded out.
Yeah, this is not even really beard. I'm Italian.
You're an Italian stallion, man.
I grow hair very fast. This is why I enjoy being clean shaven, but at the same time, I don't usually like go too full like hard clean shaven, because
you would look like
just
Wolverine.
grows back in like a day. I mean, I shaved full the other day. I did full, with the razor and everything shaved, but it's just
could be worse. You could not be able to grow a beard, period.
Yeah, it's true.
You could be one of those people that has to like buy the gel and the rolling thing on their face to try to help their beard pores open up, and the thing.
Yes, the beard pores.
It's a thing. I get ads.
You're
for it all
actually
the
not
time.
wrong. The
Don't know why.
beard pores is that's like a right thing.
No, I know. I get ads for this shit all the time, and I'm like, I can grow a full beard. I do not understand why I have ads for this stuff. Speaking of beards, Kratos has a mean beard. Okay, this is one thing that I have to say that I think is so freaking badass about game development in general is like Kratos looks old in this game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can actually tell that he's starting to yeah. So like I think that's fucking awesome because without just flat out making him look like, oh, I'm like 90 years old. You know, they kind of like subtly make him a little bit look aged throughout the game as it goes, which is so cool because I mean, again, I don't know what's going to happen at the end, but you know, you never know with these games. So they killed Joel in the first 5 minutes of Last of Us 2. Spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't played. A game's been out for like 2 years, so I don't care. But you know, I just find that a lot of these game studios are having to do things like bring on a new again, this is I don't know what happens to the storyline. I just feel like if they're making him look old at some point in time, he's gonna stop being the god of war, and
they said
try
that
to
this
make
is the last of the Norse. It's not
oh, they did.
This is the last of the Norse games. So that's,
yeah, so
I'm curious where it's going. I haven't finished the game yet, so I don't really know. I just got the I won't say what it is, but I just got the last thing that allows you, like, you know, I've seen like the geyser type yellow things that are on the walls. I just got the thing to be able to use those.
Okay, so you're ahead of me.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Why?
Because I feel like you have definitely played it less than me, but I think I just spend too much time being like, "Ooh, squirrel! I'm stoned."
No, I do the same thing, but I literally I pretty much spent the last 2 days doing nothing but playing it because I've been needing to just catch up on stuff, and it's just been go for me for the past 2 weeks, and it will be for the next 2 weeks. So,
right,
I'm just like I'm trying to beat it and get the platinum before Crisis Core. So. That's my
focus. I'm sure you are. But it was funny. I had a moment where I was screen sharing with my friend Michael because he's way ahead of me, and he was just like helping me get through some of the puzzles.
That's a thing you can do, and that's really awesome.
Yeah. And I'm not even gonna lie, dude. The voice controls come out of the controller, and I mean, it doesn't have any there's no static, there's no background noise. I was blown away, like actually how seamless it was because it caught me by surprise. I was on the phone, we were in PlayStation chat, and then it swapped over, and I was like, why the fuck is it coming out of my controller? But anyways, he was watching me play, and he'd be like, you know, dude, what are you doing? Like, what are you looking at? And I was just like, bro, look at this, look at the way that the clouds and the trees and the he's like, dude, what are you doing, man? Like, play the game. I'm like, yo,
that is part of the game.
Step back and appreciate like what these people are working on. You know, don't just like fly through the game and just make blood fly everywhere. Like, there's more to it than that. Like, you know that there's some dude at the studio that was like super proud of how long it took them to design some element in the game, and I want to try to appreciate that in a top tier game like this. You know, so I like little things like the I love how Mimir like sits on the back and like will actually look around and like look at things. I think it's just so cool. Like there's so many elements about the game that they actually didn't overlook. And you know, somebody like me,
you're giving a great review for God of War 4 right now.
Why is that like the same thing?
Yeah, because you're just it's just funny because you didn't play the fourth one. So
yeah, well, it's true. It's true.
It's like cute. It's like, I'm not really making fun of it.
It's a testament to the fact that they stuck true to what they know that their fans liked, and they doubled down on it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I mean, I've heard people complain and say like, I feel like I'm playing God of War 4.1 instead of God of War 5, and I'm like,
I mean, that's a good game. That's what we wanted, right? More of the same. That's what anybody wanted with a better storyline.
I think, yeah, definitely. Sometimes, like the next Zelda, I don't really expect it to be a like.
You mean like a Breath of Wild 2?
Well, yeah. So the next one is it's like Tears of. What's it called?
Tears of the Liberals.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Didn't like my joke.
That was good. Tears of the Kingdom. I don't expect Tears of the Kingdom to be a hard sequel. I expect it to be built just to build off of how great Breath of the Wild was, and that's kind of what I assumed with Ragnarok too. Like, I didn't really want too many things changed up from God of War 4, to be honest, because God of War 4 was such a perfect game. You know,
when they go to God of War 6, whatever that ends up being, absolutely change it up. But like, you know,
that especially if you're leaving the Norse area.
Yeah,
right?
if you're sticking with this tone, like you're not going to switch the Leviathan axe for like, you know, hatchets.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah. Dual hatchets. Right.
Dual hatchets. Or,
I mean,
that would be
anything,
cool. It splits in two, and then you have two.
Oh, totally.
If anything, Atreus would be the next. I mean, that would just make sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Following in the footsteps of the God of War, finding out the. Wait, you don't think I caught the joke? Which joke is that?
That's okay. It's over your. It went over your head. It's fine. It's too big brain for you. It's fine.
Whoa!
I don't know if that's necessarily what it was, but also.
Sorry, it was dumb. Anyway. But yeah, without getting too spoilery at all. But
first time chatter. Sorry, continue.
But the next, I just really enjoyed. I really like how there's more exploration. There's more things to do. It's not just while the first one, you know, God of War 4 felt really like new and a breath of fresh air with the exploration. I think they really doubled down on it this time around. Just give you more stuff to do in the open world-ish areas. And so far, I haven't. Normally, with like open world games, it gets to a point where I'm like, "Oh, I got to do this," and I have to go. I haven't had that yet.
No, it's not overwhelming, and there's not like an assload of side quests that make you like people like me that have total ADD, like tumbleweed moments, like the chatter just talked about.
Mm-hmm.
The game doesn't feel like if I go to do a side quest, it's like the side quest is I go do it and then I'm done. I'm back on the main storyline. There isn't 15 side quests for me to do that lead to more side quests that lead to more side quests, and then you spend like a day and a half doing side quests, and you're like, wait, what was I even doing in the main storyline again?
Yeah,
because that's what happens to me and stuff. That's why I never played like Ghost of Tsushima or Red Dead Redemption 2, because I just know that those are games where somebody with ADD will get lost and never, ever, ever finish the main storyline. So this game does not have that same problem. So
yeah,
10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting game of the year.
Yeah, I mean,
which reminds me, I gotta call Shanksy and see if he's down for it again. So.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one in my opinion. But the thing that I really like is like even with the side quest stuff that you can do, I like the fact that they straight out call out in the game. And I don't remember if they did this in God of War 4, where they said like, hey, like we can continue on the mission, or there might be some extra stuff if you want to, you know, dick around and go find it, like, which I actually kind of like a little bit. And with that as well, that there is the thing that I really like, which is like there might be some conversations that have happened with there might have been some conversations that happened in the main storyline, and then while you're doing the side quest stuff, like they're talking about it.
You're talking about it. That's nice.
Like there's something where like Brock tells a riddle to Mimir, and Mimir can't get it, and like Mimir is obsessing over it, and like, can I?
Right.
And like I'm going like backtracking into like some older places, to like to pick up on some of the other. Now that I have that thing that allows me to get into other places, like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go back and like see what I can do. Yeah. And like I'm in the older, like I'm in like Svartalheim, whatever, and they're like still talking about that stuff. So it's not just realm specific. It's like wherever the timeline in the game is. So it's really wild how they did
it. The conversations they have in general are great, but the my favorite was like when you finish or when you first get Tyr's like, hey, I see an opening over here, and so me.
Oh, who's Tyr? Who's that? Is that a character that's not come up in the game yet?
I don't know.
Don't get spoilery for Dom.
He didn't realize he's spoiler. Yeah, it's a spoiler.
That's a spoiler.
Tyr's not in the fourth game. It's okay.
So, anyways, there's this character that you have to summon.
That's what you just do. That's what you just do. That's how you say it. That's not spoiler. There you go.
So there's a character that's running around, and he like runs off this other way, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing? The opening's over here." And Atreus is like, "Oh, he does that sometimes. He'll just go over there." And then like the other time, it's like, "Hey, Kratos, come over here." And it's like, "No, there's a chest over there." Oh, okay. We'll be over here when you're done. It's just kind of funny that they acknowledge that you're like definitely going a different way than where the storyline is supposed to take you, because you're trying to explore and go get things, and they talk about it. Damn it.
You're okay.
I did not know that. I guess I just
That's why I gotta play the fourth
anticipated.
game.
I know,
That's why I gotta play
man.
the fourth game.
Now I'm realizing that I'm a fuckhead and I got to go back and play the other one.
Yeah.
So, whoops.
Damn, but
it's
still,
totally
it's very good. It's a
I
great
mean,
game.
at least, yeah. Fuck. Damn.
It's all right.
Well, I mean,
Could be
at least
worse.
it's not like an end of the game spoiler or anything. That's like pretty freaking early on.
Yeah. Oh, I thought Dom left after that conversation.
Yeah, I thought Dom was like so mad.
June did not want to be in my room.
Oh, I thought you just left after. You're like, I'm done with this.
No,
conversation.
no, June. I didn't even realize she was in my room, but she was. At the
I was
room
like, it's not
crashing.
that bad of a spoiler.
Yeah, gotta go, boys. That really pissed me off. You know what I mean?
It's fine.
No, it's not a big deal. I
I think it would be a bigger deal if I revealed
I don't mind
that...
spoilers. I just don't mind spoilers too much.
Yeah. No,
I'm not like it's not gonna ruin the game for me that you told me that. You know, now the other people that are watching, I can't speak for them.
I would hope not, because I mean that's like one of the first things that takes place. So
yeah.
Oh, great.
But yeah,
Easy.
you're gonna miss you missed the whole big reveal at the end of 4 that you've already learned about at this point. So
me,
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I'm not going to comment
Well,
on it because
you had. I mean, if you watch the recap, it's probably when you watch a recap, it's not going to be as big of a spoiler.
Yeah. Yeah, the big thing at the end of 4 was that Atreus is Loki. And they say that in the recap anyway. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's like, I mean, he starts talking about it in like the freaking intro. So
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume that's not a spoiler.
I mean, it is, because that was the big reveal at the end of the game. That's who he is.
Well, I mean, the game starts out around. I mean, they're still trying to figure out if he is Loki or not.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. Let's just stop.
Yeah.
It's literally the
I
first
don't know.
intro.
Yeah.
I
Well,
didn't know-
let me get to the fucking intro.
That's not our fault for you didn't download it and play it. It's been out for 2 weeks, bro.
Okay, listen. If it was 2 years from now, sure. Okay. It just happened like a week or two ago. The game came out.
Okay.
Relax.
All right, we'll stop.
Hey,
All right.
at least I didn't drop that spoiler.
That's not. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Everything's okay.
This means Dom's gonna have to stop the pod to go play the game. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Clearly, yes.
I mean, obviously, that's good.
Dom, you can put me in a headlock. You can put me on a headlock on the 3rd when. we
Also,
finally
yeah,
get
you're
to-
not. Ashi Salami said you're not. Because you were coming the previous weekend, which I'm not in town for, but now you're coming the weekend I am here. So you're that.
Yeah,
changed.
we decided that it wasn't. I wanted to spend like my actual birthday with my parents, so we decided
Cool.
the following weekend would be better.
Cool.
So, I finally get to meet these two guys. For anybody that doesn't know, that's a listener. I've never met Ashi and Charlie. I said Ashi and Charlie. Dom and Charlie.
Whatever.
Ashi
That's
and
fine.
Bash. Bashy.
Vashi, yeah.
Bashy Pastrami.
That was my account name when I took over Dom's MSF account a while
Oh,
back.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Bashy Pastrami.
But yeah, no, it'd be good. So I don't know if we'll be able to do an in-person pod at all.
No, probably not.
Probably
no.
not, because that's a big
No.
giant mess of trying to figure that out. I don't have a roadcaster
No.
or anything.
We'll do
What
like
we always
a-
could
we'll-
do is the esports bar near me, Brookland. They have podcast rooms.
Oh shit.
Oh,
event.
really?
Yeah,
And-
actually, I
and you
wanted
can
to
stream- and
go.
you can stream at it too.
I wanted to go to that esports bar. So, because
There's a few. There's actually a few really cool ones. There's one in Manhattan called OS Studios, or just OS rather. And then there's one in near me called
Dude, your
Brookland.
hair is wild right now.
I know. I just woke up.
Dude, I'm jealous how long your hair is.
I need a haircut.
I can't grow long hair, dude.
I can't
Charlie's
grow hair,
like-
so.
Sorry, I put it back on, boys. I don't want
No.
you to feel bad. But what I was saying
I'm
is like
molding.
if we could do something like that. But yeah, the one in Manhattan is a little more like, I don't want to say like hip, but it kind of is. The one in Brooklyn is way more like low key and like chill, you know. So yeah, I haven't been to the one in Manhattan, to be honest, but I wouldn't mind checking it out.
I haven't been to any of them.
Obviously.
I'm pretty stoked. I'm gonna have like Cat's Deli meat sweats, and I'm gonna
Just
go eat
saying,
it.
you be ready for that line, because I'm telling you.
I've been told. My buddy told me I should expect to wait an hour and a half to 2 hours.
at the
realistically.
very
That's,
least.
yeah.
Yeah. But that's fine. I mean, dude, hey, I'm a foodie. Like my girl's a foodie. I mean, I'm not. I've never been in New York. It's like I would prefer to go to Carnegie Deli, but I know it doesn't exist anymore. So, yeah, my dad. It's just mostly about like my dad telling me like, hey, you should go check out Cats. When I was your age, I remember going to New York for the first time, and yeah,
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty stoked. Anyways,
Good.
what other video games have we been playing? Anybody else? Anybody been playing anything else?
A boatload of Marvel Snap. I've been playing.
Yo, Marvel Snap is fire. Like
Very
that game,
fire.
and I'm
Very
actually
fire.
surprised at how popular it is as a streaming game compared to a lot of other card games that have tried to launch. It's actually pretty successful. The game's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the best part about the game is the fact that as it goes along, it just kind of gets better with the decks and the countering of decks and things like that. Like
very much so.
I mean, it's obviously, as you get further into the game, you're going to have more cards and more. But I mean, like, if I'm playing Hearthstone, in my experiences playing Hearthstone, it was always like, oh, well, you just get the best deck and you play the best deck. In this game, it seems like there's so many different variations of what you can do, and there's always a counter for those variations. And I mean, it's kind of a crapshoot, right? Because how do you know going into this game if this guy's going to have a move deck or a destroy deck or a one deck or what are some other ones that are out there? There's got to be some other variants that are out there.
Like, there's control decks. Yeah, there's Zoo. Yeah, there's the Zola bullshit combos.
What are you guys rocking?
Right now, I'm doing a budget destroy deck. I don't have Death yet, and I want to do the Death Destroyer combo. I'm waiting to get that card. But I'm doing like a shitty version of it, where, yeah, what is it? It's Angel, Nova, Bucky, Carnage, Armor, Wolverine, Killmonger, Wave, Hulkbuster, Sabretooth, Deathlock, and the Destroyer. I'm gonna take out Deathlock though. I'm not liking Deathlock. Has not been working for me. But yeah, it's kind of just like.
Did you get the battle pass this time?
I don't think I did. Which, do I want the battle pass? I'm at 60 on the pass.
Then yeah, it would unlock everything then if you got.
Dude, you're at 60 already?
I'm playing a lot. I'm at 683.
So.
My collection level is 683.
Dang, dude, you have been playing a lot.
So
you kind of like this game.
I really like the game. I enjoy competitive card games. I used to play Magic very heavily, and I think this is kind of like a weird mix. Like I don't find this game to be like overly competitive to a degree, but I find myself being like fairly hooked on it, which is fun because like I was never really a big fan of Hearthstone. And I have like a nostalgic connection to Hearthstone. Like I like the Blizzard universe, so it's not like I just like this because it's Marvel. I think that this game is just the ease of it is great. The fact that it's cross-play between computer and PC is wonderful. I know Hearthstone is now. I think it is. Maybe it's not. I'm almost positive it is now.
Wait, so there's an actual PC client for this?
Yeah,
for Marvel Snap. Oh yeah, it's on Steam.
Oh no shit, I did not know that.
Oh yeah.
That's dope. So you could actually get this on your Steam Deck too, if you wanted.
I mean, I would just play it on mobile at that point.
Yeah, just play on mobile.
Sure.
Which is
talking to the listeners that might not want to play it on mobile, that want to play it on their Steam Decks.
It's an easy like play, Yeah, it's great. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the game.
What's your favorite location?
I don't. That's a good question. I think when I was playing Zoo, the Vibranium fucking deck was fire.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that on my ones deck because
which one for the listeners is the Vibranium one?
That's one where it's 1 energy, and it has an attack of 4, and it can't be destroyed.
It can't be destroyed. So it's literally Wakanda is the spot. And so when you go there, you shuffles 5 or 3 Vibranium rocks into your
deck.
Into your deck.
I've been having this weird thing where I hate
the fight one.
Yeah, the fight.
You hate the fight one? That's my
The fight
favorite
one
one.
is so fucking
I love it.
annoying.
Yeah, well, I'm playing a dumbass deck where I've got like Hulk, Abomination, and a couple. I mean, I'm playing an absolute scrub deck because I'm not that far into it like you guys are. But I definitely love throwing down like Namor on that one or Jessica Jones, and just yeah, I don't know. It's just funny.
Well, because all the
people.
decks I was playing weren't gratuitous. Like they didn't work with that location.
Yeah.
Like if I did Zoo, I'm killing all my small guys myself, or they're killing my small guys until I'm pumping them up at the end of the game.
Yeah.
If I'm playing Destroy, I'm not trying to destroy those cards until I want to destroy them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. See, I actually got really cocky and I threw down a Namor on that one, and the dude threw down the Devil Dinosaur one, where it's like, yeah, dude, he fucked me so hard on that one. And I was like, oh, the first time somebody bit me on that, like I totally did not expect, and I snapped too. I was like so overconfident that I had won the match, and he threw that card down. I was just like, oh. Touche, good sir. Touche. Like that one definitely is like the only card you could have possibly have played to counter my moves. But the game's great. The game's freaking phenomenal.
very fun.
I think they just added a whole new wave of cards. The card art
seems like
has to be probably
the card
my
art's
favorite part of the
fire.
game. Yeah,
Truly,
like
whoever did this shit they did
killing it.
They did a great job, and all the variations are really cool and very fun. Like all like the baby, the pixel art, all the the really cool hyper. And then when you like ultra a card and you get it shiny and shit.
Shiny logo.
Shiny logo.
What's more than shiny logo? There's actually you get
there's one up. There's one up. I think it's the fifth
ultra,
one, right?
And so you fully do a card, you fully like hype it up, and then you get a new version of the card where the entire background is shiny, and then you could upgrade that part too.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What
it's
happens
cool.
when you upgrade one of those and you max it out? I'm assuming I can't imagine it just keeps going, but I've only done that with one of my cards. I think my my Spider-Man, the one that they gave away in the Battle Pass last month, the Miles Morales one. I think I did it with that one.
I think I have like 5 now.
Yeah.
I will say I do wish there was kind of a better way to get cards, because I'm at the point now where I don't have many missions left, and
it's completely random.
And all these caches that you get are cool, but at the same time, I like most of the times I'm getting fucking credits or gold, which is cool, but also like I don't want credits and gold right now. I want
new cards.
I want new cards, and I know that I could use the gold to buy credits, then upgrade cards, then hopefully get more caches to get more cards. You know what I mean? I do wish there was kind of a better system here to get cards. Obviously not something that's pay, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just at a point now where I just want more cards to build cooler decks, and I'm just like sitting here twiddling my thumbs a little bit.
Yeah. I saw somebody on streaming the other day, or on Twitch streaming the other day, and they had it listed that they were free to play, and I'm like, is there a way to pay to win in this game?
So the only way you could do it is, like I just mentioned, if you buy a bunch of gold and then you buy a bunch of credits, and then you just constantly, so you have to play still, but
you would just upgrade every single card you have.
Well, you should be upgrading as much as you can.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say like don't be specific with it, because quite frankly, it's just straight up like the more you upgrade, the more points you get, the more caches you get, the more cards you get. Like that's it. So you could just constantly fucking upgrade cards to unlock caches, but it is like the most unintuitive pay to win possible. So it's not even like, I know people would spend money on it because they're gonna spend money if they want to, but at the same time, it's the most unworth pay to win.
Yeah, I feel like it's strictly cosmetic. That's why I always like
it's worse. Well, it's not even just that. It's cosmetic in the sense you're upgrading for cosmetics, but your upgrading gets you the fucking the cards and caches and all that shit. It's a worse loot box than a normal loot box system.
Yeah, well, I mean, I it's literally feel like you would have to spend an astronomical.
You spend a lot of money for the lowest possibility of getting.
Yeah, cards. Like your possibility, like you're actually gonna get more variants and like cosmetics than anything else, right?
Well, you're guaranteed a so I think I'm not making sense, because you're already guaranteed a cosmetic by upgrading a card, but upgrading the card gets you points to go into your collection level, which is where you get new cards. Well, hopefully you get new cards from, because you're not even always getting that. But that system, like once you get, where am I at? So once you get into collection level,
yeah, because you guys are way ahead of me. I'm at collection level like.
So once you get to 538. No, actually, no, it's not even. Sorry,
I'm not that far. I'm like less than 300 for me.
Yeah, I'm less than 300 for sure.
Once you get to collection level, like maybe it's 500 or something, you stop getting random cards as your possibility of opening, and you go to collector's caches, which are not always guaranteed. Yeah, sorry, they're not always guaranteed to be cards. They're either going to be credits, gold, or card, or even boosters.
Oh, that sucks. So it doesn't. So every 8 points, it doesn't give you a card.
So yeah, when you're early on in your collection level,
yeah,
you're guaranteed to get a new card every two points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just went to the very bottom.
I'm at the point where it's like 8 points, I get a different item.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and then it starts to go to I think 4, and then 8, and then once you get into the super high levels, you're not guaranteed to get a new card at all.
Yeah,
you're opening caches.
Okay, so in other words, that sucks. Yeah, I would agree with you. Then that's definitely
it's very slow. Which like it is what it is, you know. Where did Charlie go? Did you say BRB? Oh. Yeah. But yeah, so if you wanted to spend money, you could just fucking go buck wild into gold, and then go buck wild into credits, and then buck wild into upgrading all the cards you have that are currently sitting there. And that will get you new cards. It's a crapshoot.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like an awful way to spend money.
I'm not like, I don't doubt that there's people doing that. I mean, you know, we all like, there was, you know, that ding dong, what was it, Tokyo Mac or something? The dude who fucking did what, like 40 grand to do
Mystic
that
Mac.
shit. Mystic
Mac.
Yeah. No, not him either.
Oh, you're talking about somebody in a different game.
No, in Marvel Strike Force, there was that dude that Japanese dude.
Tadano Mac.
Who spent like what, 40 fucking grand and then charged back his credit card or some shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh yeah, because he wasn't given he spent all that money to beat
was it Ultron?
Not Ultron 2 or Dark Dimension 3.
That's what it was.
And he didn't get the like he didn't get a certain reward or something like that, so he charged the cash back. I do remember that.
Yeah, like insane. But like, yeah, like I've
gone 3 caches where I didn't get a card. Yeah, that's rough, man. That's especially since like at the end game, that's all that matters.
I even said it in the Discord the other day. I'm like going on so fucking far having not gotten a card. Like,
yeah, that's crazy. I didn't realize that it cuts you off. I just assumed that it would like probably increase the level of collection points you have to do to get to each level, but
it does, but then it's also then you're opening loot boxes at that point.
Yeah. So I mean that would be balanced out if the battle pass were giving you
but even that's doing caches after a certain point. Like I'm level like 50 or something.
The caches that I got out of it didn't even give new cards. It gave variants to cards. When I was in the caches in the last battle pass, I didn't get that many of them, so I don't know. But yeah, I just remember I got like three of my variants came from 3 of the caches that I opened up in the last one. But either way, I'm pretty excited to see where they go with the game. Keep adding cards, keep adding variants.
Wait, you don't get variants from cache? Are you talking about in the battle pass?
I definitely got variants out of the caches in the battle pass. Yeah.
Oh, in the battle pass, maybe not the collect. Yeah. Your collection pool will never give you variants. That's giving you straight cards.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just slow. But like whatever.
I'm interested to see if they're gonna add anything else, like any other
modes and whatnot.
Well, apparently they're going to be adding in playing with friends and stuff, which I would hope. And I don't know. I don't know. I would like to play with friends. I think that'd be fun. You know,
one would be cool if they had some kind of almost like a draft tournament, or like not like a booster tournament, but I mean, it'd be tough to do in this game.
It'd be tough. Getting extra cards wouldn't matter because like in Magic, like if you play Magic online, Magic
Yeah.
Arena, not Magic Arena, whatever it's fucking called, you're building straight up decks where you need multiple the same card. Where in this game it's not the same thing. Where you can
Right.
you only have one card that's going in a deck because you only a 12 card deck, as opposed to in Magic where you're building like a 60 card deck or some shit. It is. Yeah, I would like to see something like that where you could at least do something to get more cards. I'd be curious of what they could do though.
But I do like the fact that the game started out a little, I don't want to say it was boring, but because it definitely wasn't boring. I was definitely slaughtering people at the beginning.
And in the beginning, it's like, it's crazy.
You're just dumpstering people. And I'm assuming that's because some of them are computer, or a good portion of them are bots. But as the game gets further along, I find it to become very much more challenging.
Yes.
I feel like in other card games I play, once I've been playing for a while, it's not so much challenging as it is just I don't have the top tier cards, or you just get to the point where if you don't pull the right kind of cards, you lose, I find that that's like the state of what used to bother me about Hearthstone was that. It was that, like, getting all the cards, you would either have to spend money or you'd have to grind your face off, and it got to the point where you would just play against people that had all the cards and you just lose instantaneously. And it just wasn't fun, But this game, it's great. They've avoided all of that, or at least they always, it feels like there's an answer to every deck that is a problem that I've come across. Like there's always some kind of card variation you can play, and there's not too many cards to where it's like, if you're only having 10 cards in your deck and there's 6 turns, the odds of you not pulling what you need is so much lower than when you have a 60 card deck.
Yeah.
So I like that about the game. But anyways, Marvel Snap podcast.
Snap to it.
Snap to
it. Fuck out of here. That's funny. I am also I've been playing Warhammer Darktide, the beta for the new Warhammer.
Oh yeah, shooter. How is it?
It's very fun. It's a lot better than I thought it would be. Yeah,
it looks sick.
Yeah,
it's very good.
Chris texted me about it. He's like, "Have you played this?" And like, I'm not into that as much as you guys are. So
it looks crazy cool though.
It is very funny because Chris doesn't have a computer or a console, and he's like, "I want to get a console for the kids, but also I want to get a console to play games." But at the same time, he's like, I want to play PlayStation games, but Darktide is only on as a Microsoft exclusive right now, etc., etc. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just told him to get an Xbox.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everything else, it depends on what you want to play. If you want to play now, don't worry about stuff coming later.
Yeah,
play what you want to play now. Be done with
it. Yeah, it doesn't look like a Warhammer game. I mean, it looks like a.
Well, yeah, so it's pretty much it's an unofficial sequel to this other game, Vermintide, pretty much, and so this is just a better version of that. I only played Vermintide a little bit. I mean, did I even fucking play it? I thought I did, but it's with Warhammer, there's fucking all this crazy space, either magic or superhuman shit, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But in fucking God, what's the Darktide? It's just straight up like normal, quote unquote normal people. There is like a psyker you can be, but it's not like space marines or like fucking giant like chaos wizards. You're just like a soldier. Or you're an ogre, which is a mutant, like a mutant human, like a giant person. There is a psyker character, but it's like a very low level psyker, not like a space marine psyker. So it is cool though, because you're a specialist squad that gets dropped into what's called a hive. A hive are like mega cities on planets in the Imperium. To dropped into a hive to like kill some fucking chaos baddies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it didn't look like it was in beta from the people I saw playing it, but
it is unfortunately very beta. It is I've had a lot of crashes. It's been very unfun in that regard.
Oh shit.
But like Yeah, almost at the end of it, almost every other mission, maybe it crashes for me.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying in that sense, but it's like
That's beta
fine.
for you.
Yeah, that's a beta for you. Exactly.
That was me the first like week of Diablo 4, so I get it.
Yeah, but it's fine. The game is the good thing they just announced is that they will not be resetting progression in the beta. So I actually haven't been going too hard in the game, as like I could, because I was like, oh, they're just gonna they said they weren't gonna keep any progression, but they will be now, which is really nice.
When you say progression, you mean just like in the storyline?
I mean, it's a multiplayer game in the
Okay.
sense of you're playing with other people to do these missions, but you level up your character, and with that comes being able to buy better gear and stuff.
Oh, so it's kind of, is that like Tarkov or more like COD kind of stuff?
Neither. It's you're in 4-man strike squads, and you do just a single player, not a single player. You do a single mission. That's like that's a game where you're playing against a computer. But it's not like Tarkov in the sense of like you find gear in the mission and you keep it. You get money and experience, and that allows you to, um, buy shit after the mission ends, which is like a better weapon or armor or something, and then you just jump back in another mission, which is usually like there's only I think 6 missions available to play, but it is like a fairly large mission pool that you'll be able to play come release. But yeah, it's not like you're not like shooting other people, you're shooting bots. It's like a mission where it's like you have to kill this high level chaos warlord, and you're going through the hive, which is like like a city, but it's not like an open map city. It's tunnels and buildings and shit like that, where it's a single progress. It's like a linear progression. And then you get to the end, you kill the boss, and you get extracted, and you go back to like your floating space cathedral, and call it a day.
Bada bing, bada boom.
As they say.
Bomb's
your uncle. But yeah, it's super fun. It's really good. It's not the only thing Warhammer about it is the fact that there's like chaos demons and stuff. You're either playing as a sharpshooter, a zealot, which is like a more melee build. You can be a psyker, which is just like what you expect, like psychic shit, or an ogre. It's called an ogryn specifically, and an ogryn is, like I mentioned, like the superhuman, superhuman, not superhuman, like a mutant, like bigger person. That's just like more. That's like more tanky build, Yeah, that's kind of it. It's fun though. It's good. I think the beta is free. So
did you?
I'll try it. Where is it? Where can you get it?
It's on Steam.
It's on Steam right now.
I would like to try it. It looks sick. Although I need to get a new graphics card and computer in general.
Cool. You could probably play it super low, super low quality, or low not quality. That's not the right word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean.
Low specs, yeah.
Play in low specs, yeah.
What's it called again?
Warhammer Dark Tide or Rising Tide? Dark Tide,
yeah.
So while we're talking about these games, I wanted to mention, because I did try to copy paste some gaming news, since we kind of talk about that kind of stuff. Sometimes. But they did the director of Ragnarok did rule out the fact that there will be no potential DLC for the game. So
okay with that. Yeah, I don't think they didn't do DLC for the 4th one.
No, some people were just basically speculating that they were going to, because that's what all studios are doing these days for big AAA titles. But this is something that I thought was really interesting. Dom, did you pick up
pre-order for beta?
Did you pick up Scarlet or Violet by any chance?
I haven't, only because of how fucking absolutely buggy I've heard the game is.
Yeah. So Nintendo was actually issuing refunds for the game.
I heard,
which
and
has to be pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what to do, because I want to play it, but at the same time, I don't want to waste my money on something that is not fucking usable. It's not playable. Like, I'm not wasting. You know what I mean?
It's just amazing. I see so many, and I didn't have any problems with Arceus personally, and I know a lot of people were
I enjoyed the
up
game.
in arms about. They were like, "Oh, the graphics suck." We've been playing these games for 20 years or something like that, and the graphics still suck. And I kind of have to agree with people. Like,
Yes.
it is surprising that Pokemon Pokemon's not a small franchise. Okay, they're globally one of the largest names in video gaming, period. Okay, so you would expect a little more out of them than dog shit graphics and a buggy game to be released. I think Nintendo needs to take a step back and not issue out another dog shit game and actually like try to appease their fans, because
the unfortunately Game Freak is completely. This has been the case for the last like few Pokemon, not even just Arceus. Like the last few Pokemon games have not have like graphics have not been the best.
Yeah.
And this isn't Nintendo's fault. This is 100% Game Freak. I mean, Nintendo could.
Sure.
Nintendo could.
Well, Nintendo's not
pull the reins
designing the game. It's not.
No,
They're
but
not
Nintendo
the licensed
can be like,
studio.
You should understand how important this franchise is for our fucking everything that we do and everything that you do.
Yeah.
But Game Freak is 100% just resting on the fucking laurels of it being a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
And people being like, "Oh, I will do anything to play Pokemon."
And how far is that going to go for? Because people are only going to need so much.
I think it's starting to halt.
Dude, if Nintendo is issuing refunds, that's huge. I mean, because Nintendo doesn't even give.
Yeah.
No. Well, first of all, you still have to pay full price for Breath of the Wild or the regular Super Mario Odyssey, whatever the shit is on. I mean, they don't. They're not doing price cuts on their products at all. So issuing refunds is a pretty huge ordeal, and I'm pretty surprised to see that they're doing that. The game has to be dog shit if that's the case. I mean, it has to be for them to acknowledge that the game is that boned. That's not good, because them issuing any refunds validates the user's experience of it being a terrible game, and that's not a good look for them. Because who made Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee? Was that Game Freak still?
I think Niantic may have done that, which was the studio who did Pokemon Go.
Right. And I gotta say that I haven't played any. I played Arceus, but I haven't played any of the Sword and Shield.
No, it's still Game Freak. Never mind.
Okay. So for me, I'm not talking about graphics wise, but for me, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee were phenomenal games. I didn't play Sword and Shield and I didn't play the other ones, but for me as an adult that is a fan of the OG series of Pokemon, that was the best game they've come out with in forever. But
well, Sword and Shield was nice because it added in the stadium element to it, which is kind of like a callback onto Pokemon Stadium, which was cool.
Right.
The graphics for Sword and Shield were just as if it was on fucking Niantic. The graphics for Sword and Shield were just as if it was straight up a normal like Nintendo Game Boy style, or like at this point it was the DS, 3DS and stuff. Which like was fine. I wasn't like gonna make a stink because they didn't, update the way the game looked. But I was like, oh, we're going from handheld to now the official console version. This should be definitely better and different. And it wasn't, but I was like, oh, whatever, the next one. And then we got a taste of that with Arceus, which is like, cool, fine, whatever. But then now I expected the play of what we were doing with Arceus, and that's cool. But what I wasn't expecting was it to just not be done good.
Mm-hmm.
It done good. It done good.
Yeah, that's that Dundog accent coming on, Charlie. Look, I'm not saying hun.
True.
But I am surprised at them thinking that they could just not necessarily get away with it. That's like not the right way to fucking put it.
No, you can say that. It's fine. Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, dude, they clearly did, because like Hooch was saying, like Nintendo's not the kind of company that is just going to release crap games. Like, I'm really surprised that they did that, because they've dropped AAA titles before and told them to go back and I mean, didn't they do that with like Metroid Prime 3 or something like that? Like they were working on one of the Metroid games, and it's still
probably.
Dread was not supposed to be the next Metroid to release in the series, but it ended up being that way because I think that there was another.
They scrapped the entirety of Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime 4 was supposed to come out, and they scrapped the entire thing.
Yeah, so clearly they're not going to put out shit. So what happened here? You know, like did they just say like, oh well, whoopsies, like let's just see how it does and do damage control if it pops up? But either way, not a good look for them. I wouldn't want to be one of the people over at Nintendo right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not buying at least until it's been patched where this because it's a memory leak issue, and apparently that's why the graphics are so shit because there's something happening with the memory. So until that shit is at least noted that it's like there's a solve, I'm not buying it. I'm not wasting my fucking time playing a busted ass game.
No,
especially like I have a first gen Switch, which as time goes on gets worse and worse. So like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a bummer. I was really looking forward to it, but I'm not wasting my fucking money. So
yeah,
wait until it's patched or something, at least.
At the very least, yeah, at the very least, yeah.
Otherwise, you would have been one of those people getting a refund.
Probably.
You could have gotten a refund and had the game.
Ooh.
Yeah, how does that work? I guess do they make you?
No, you get to keep it. It's the same thing with Cyberpunk. I got a refund for Cyberpunk, and
they're just taking a total L on that shit, dude.
And then they made Cyberpunk really good.
And then they made it really good.
Mm-hmm. I haven't really dived into it since they redid it, but it's one of my things to do over holiday break is to dive back into that game. I just need to start over from scratch because I only spent like 2 hours in it.
Well, my next piece of news, Charlie, is going to be a complete death blow to your personal ego, but Sony's going to be removing shovelware and easy platinum games from the PlayStation Store.
You saw. Yeah.
I don't do shovelware games, bro.
We all know that you're padding the stats somewhere in there.
We all know, Charlie, that you
are
just sitting there going into Lego Batman on easy mode and just swamping through it.
Lego Batman is a legit game.
I couldn't think of a game. Okay,
I lied. I did.
We all know you're going in
once.
there and you're platinuming Geometry Wars. Okay.
There's just because it's funny that they're finally doing that. But there was one time where I did that where it was just like it was like a 99-cent game and you just had to like jump like 100 times and you got a platinum trophy.
Wow, dude!
I was like,
wow.
okay.
So that there was one time you did that.
One time
because the rule is that if you made one exception for it, you definitely made more than one exception for it.
Only once. Swear to God. Only once.
Yeah. Well. Sorry about you. Sony's on to you.
Well, it's only one platinum if they rescind it, so it's fine. I don't really care. It's
right,
platinum.
Right.
I'll make it up with Crisis Core.
I feel like the big wigs at Sony were sat down and they were like, all right, so the Overachievers Gaming Podcast is starting to get a little bit too much steam behind them, and
that's what it was.
100% what
that's what it was.
Yeah,
that's what it was. They're like, hey boys, we got to bring these boys, we got to bring them down a little bit. These guys are really I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now, dude.
Keep going though. Keep going.
My whole life is a joke. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna keep going like this the rest of the podcast.
How dare you besmirch Lego Batman?
I do.
How dare you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I do fully recognize that the Lego Batman game, the Lego games are actually fire games.
They're great. They're fantastic.
Yeah, no.
I will say that I talked a lot of shit about Lego Star Wars, and then I saw the game in the Black Friday sale, and I watched the trailer for it, and I was like, think
about it. Anyone get any cool stuff for Black Friday?
No, there really wasn't much out there.
$4 billion spent in the U.S. economy on Black Friday.
On what?
On purchases, on things
I guess, yeah. I mean, I can't lie. I did buy my lady friend. I bought
a ton of shit. I brought a new jacket. I got 2 new jiu-jitsu gis. Don't tell Mallory. I brought some new joggers. I went full sellout on Domi's values on Black Friday.
Dude, I'm pretty stoked. I got the entire, since she doesn't listen to it anyways, I got the entire Demon Slayer like all of the mangas, like the collection set. I got her the whole thing for Christmas. I'm pretty excited to give it to her. Yeah, it was the first anime we watched together, so figure she's into that kind of stuff. So
cute.
Yeah, cute. So, another video game that came out that we didn't even talk about because I haven't had time to play it is Tactics Ogre Reborn.
Yeah, I've played a little bit of it, and I have to say I'm not into those games.
Oh, it's a tactic game?
Yeah. It's totally a Final Fantasy Tactics. It was the studio that made Final Fantasy Tactics. This was the game they made before Final Fantasy Tactics that is the same. It's like the same art style, and it has a very cult following, but it was never released in the United States on Super Nintendo. So it's like one of those like re-releases, I guess you could say, but they remastered it. And as a person that does like those games, I love it. I think it's fucking phenomenal. I've had zero time to play it, but it's I think they've done an excellent job remastering it. And yeah, I wish I had more time to play it, but I've been doing things like getting my the Undying run in World of Warcraft, where you're like doing the first dungeon without anybody dying on a raid boss. Stupid shit like that. I know. Got to sneak in my WoW accolades somewhere in there because we are the Overachievers gaming podcast, and that is an
whatever
overachiever.
You want to do. That's all that matters. Just whatever you want, buddy.
At least I'm having fun, right?
That's all that matters.
All fun.
The fun we had along the way,
and the friendships that came along with it.
Exactly.
Fun. Is that how we justify playing Marvel Strike Force?
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, yes. That's what that came out of it. Yes. But yeah, so I've tried Tactic Ogre. I put it on my Steam Deck to take with me to Japan, but I did not. I just could not. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't get into it.
Dude, if you don't like those kinds of games, you're not gonna like them. Like it's just.
I was like, I spent $50 on it. I might as well try it. I'm like, I just can't get into it. So I don't know what it is.
That's one thing that sucks about buying video games, man, is that like you can't just go to Blockbuster and rent games anymore and try it out and then be like, oh hey, I like this game, I want to go buy it now. They don't have that. I mean, you could I guess can you return video games if you don't like them? I don't even know if that's a thing.
I don't know. I mean, unless it's
Pokemon Violet or Scarlet or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. And I haven't really gotten into like Steam achievements because I don't even want to go down that road. So yeah, I stick
that
to
would be a rabbit hole. That would be a rabbit hole.
I mean, it's the same shit as platinum stuff, but like,
yeah, but
I don't care enough about Steam. I don't care enough about Steam to do it. Which I don't know why I chose PlayStation over Steam, but whatever.
There's too much on Steam. That's why.
Yeah, dude. If you want, that would be a full-time job trying to keep up with that.
Yeah.
I mean, you would need like associates.
Yeah.
You'd have to like outsource your game time to a VA somewhere and have them.
Yeah, you'd have a literal assistant. Charlie, we noticed that you requested an assistant into your normal day-to-day work. What is that for? Well, I just really needed help with this project I have going on where I just platinum every single thing.
Collecting platinum trophies.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're not wrong, but still. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to get. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll get into it. It's because I say that now. Go for it. I don't know. It doesn't have the same like.
Because it's not a trophy. There's like a physical trophy you get in PlayStation.
Well, not physical, but like there's a dopamine of the trophy.
There's
the
like
platinum trophy.
There's a digital look. It looks a visual trophy.
Yeah, a dope visual trophy.
Where you have is it badges? Is that what it is in Steam?
I don't remember.
Yeah, they're badges.
You get some stuff and then you can sell them, which I don't know. Like, I mean, there's definitely like some rare stuff that you can get and sell.
No one gives a shit about these badges.
It would be good. It would be cool if like you actually got something for doing it. Like if you hit 100 platinum games,
I would. Yeah, if you hit like 1,000 platinum games, you would never see me again, and then you get like something.
Yeah, it really should. It really should be like it should be like something. If they're first of all, if they're gonna remove easy platinum trophies and shovelware shit, and they're gonna make you spend time on their console buying things, and they're saying, okay, hey, we're gonna put this reward system in there. if you platinum like 100 games, they should send you like a certificate or something, like something you can put on the wall,
or get
a free game. Yeah, I mean, like it's any skin off their back. If you're spending that much time and money on their consoles, then what's the harm in giving somebody a free game, $50 game, or it doesn't even have to be a $50 game. It could be a $30 or $40 game.
Yeah, here's one free. Be cool. I don't know. We'll see.
What would we know?
Yeah, we don't know.
I
don't
looking for some free shit.
I know absolutely nothing. I'm a big old ding dong.
But, oh, yeah, it'll be good. I've been playing the Summoner's War Chronicles a little bit here and there, which has been fun. And Stan and I, although we haven't grouped up at all, but I just been I log in like once or twice a week, just let it run and do some stuff. It's a fun little MMO game. I have to say.
Yeah, dude. If I wasn't super burned out on those kinds of games, I would totally check it out. But
you would definitely get burned out on it for sure.
Yeah, I have already played like that. First of all, I played Summoner's War relentlessly and spent so much money on it. I don't know. It looks great though. I mean, it's definitely an A+ mobile like MMO type game. But and not to mention the fact that, and not to mention like Gumi is wait, is that Gumi that did that game? I think the Come to Us. I can't remember. I think my Come to Us. They're pretty good about like taking care of the fans and not being shrewd like Fox Next was with MSF. Like, oh hey guys, we know we royally effed this up. Here's 1 gold item out of the 50 you need to get into Dark Dimension 4. Have fun. They're actually like, hey, we messed something up. Here's like 12 free summons, 100,000 gold, some crystals. Like, go have fun. Like they're not.
They've been. It's been very good. Non-pay to win. I mean, you can fucking pay to win in that game.
Oh yeah,
sure.
Dude, it's Summoner's War. They got that shit mapped out to a T.
But like, I mean, I enjoyed it enough where like I bought like the monthly pass, the battle pass, whatever it is, which is like $6.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just like whatever. It's like $6. I play a game and I play it for a while. It's like yeah, sure.
When I looked, they had like 6 battle passes.
Oh, they do 1,000%.
Yeah.
But it's one of the summons that you can get that's really good. I was like, fuck it, I'll just go for it. I'll burn the $6. I mean, I'm having a good time with it. It's fun. Like I can literally have it like whenever I don't tell my boss this, but like my gaming computer's right here, and I have my other one. I have it up on Steam here, and I just
your boss isn't watching. Don't worry.
No, he doesn't watch it.
But
he's watching.
I remember like I would sometimes be paranoid when I was saying shit when I was still at USA Today. I was like, my fucking boss isn't watching this shit. What the fucking ego? I think, oh, I better not say anything. My boss is watching this. Like, there's 5 people. There's 5 people in here. Who's in here right now?
Hey, you never know. There's people that listen to the podcast.
Stream Elements being one of them. Commander Root, which is that a bot?
Yeah, that's always there.
That's a bot. That's on every single stream ever. How does that? I don't understand how that fit. Wait, Commander Root? Wait, no, this isn't the bot. Is this the bot? And it's partnered?
Partnered bot, bro.
I'm pretty sure Commander Root's the bot that's in literally every single stream ever.
Don't you work at Twitch?
Will you stop it? You think? Stop it. Just stop it. Just shut the fuck up.
That's pretty good. That was really good. You gotta admit. Oh man.
Yes, it was good, Charlie. Yeah, Commander Root is the bot, and it's partnered. That is insane.
I don't know how that works.
Dude,
I mean, there are a lot of people that watch it. Technically, it's not doing anything wrong. It is a person that set up a command to watch streams for statistics. Like if you go to Commander Root stream, it just has all these statistics of different streamers, and you can watch it. It's live. You can watch it. Yeah, that's just weird that they went through the trouble of getting it partnered. I mean, that bot has been around on Twitch since 2011.
Yeah.
Somebody's
whatever
making
it makes money.
I mean, maybe put ads on it and shit. Probably.
Yeah, you can be like, I'm sleeping now. I'm the bot. I'm sleeping.
Did you guys happen to watch the videos on like the new ad thing that they offered to streamers?
The thing that's like 19 different ads, whatever.
Yeah. Basically, like you can set a limit of a number of ads that it sends out per hour, and if you play that to a certain number of people, they give you like benchmark goals. So you can make like play like, what is it, like 3 minutes of ads to 100 people in an hour, and you'll get like an extra $500 or something like that. I don't know. The numbers are that number's way off. I was obviously wrong on that, but I'm just saying, like, they gave streamers like benchmarks basically to run ads to their people. And I mean, the ads don't go to subscribers, so it just kind of reinforces two things. Number one, if you don't want ads, subscribe to the channel you like to support the person you're watching. And if they're not, then they're going to profit off of you anyway. So, you know, it's I thought it was good for the streamer, but I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna have to start setting up the I'm asleep streams now.
That's why you see that. That's why you see people doing the I'm asleep, or you see people doing stuff like there's a lot of people that do like passive live streams of like, watch me program or watch me paint or doing different stuff like that. Watch me make music, and they're making money off of it because they're just running ads every hour to anybody.
Well,
that's
I mean,
watching.
those people are already probably doing those streams because they wouldn't make money off it if they weren't already having
some of them, yes, but
I mean, like, if you have a stream, no matter, you're not going to get any money.
Watch
if you
me
don't
sit
have
through
viewers.
Zoom meetings all day long.
But like, you're not going to make money off it if no one's viewing the stream to watch the ads. You know what I mean? So if you're not already having a community, you're not going to make money. So
y'all about to get a bunch of Twitch notifications on Discord.
No, Dom, I completely agree with you. It's the people that already have a following that turn that stuff on, and people will go in there either to interact with the community, like you said, or they're doing it to support the streamer because they know that the person's making extra money off of it, and they're just like, you know, throwing it up on their monitor. I do that for my buddy when he's doing the I'm only sleeping thing. I'll throw him up on there just because I know it helps him out. But it's no skin off my back to have an extra stream up on my third monitor. So, but yeah,
I haven't
time
looked
for me
into
too.
Stuff, personally, I don't know anything. I mean, like, I don't stream anymore. So like, it's just fucking.
Yeah, I thought about it. I thought about streaming, playing WoW, and then I thought about how like I get anxious about doing something wrong, and if there was somebody there watching me do that thing wrong, I would probably feel like super guilty about it and get really pissed at myself.
Well,
so I don't
just
stream
do
WoW.
it, and then just
2 months ago.
Is that when it started?
That's my last stream was 2 months ago.
You could do it, Josh, and just like not enable chat and just be like, look, I'm not responding to chat. I'm just literally doing this. And that's it.
No one will definitely watch you. The whole reason people watch here is to have some kind of response.
Yeah.
You know,
everybody knows response. Me, and they know that
no
I have the inability to not respond.
That's why this platform does well, because you could watch a football game and you could see Cam Newton make a fucking tight play, and you're like, yo, Cam Newton, that's awesome. He's not gonna look at the camera and go, hey, thanks, Ashi Pastrami. That's really cool of you to say. How's your day going? But you could watch a gamer do some cool thing and be like, yo, that was fucking beep boop bop boop boop. That was so cool. And then I go, oh, thank you, Ashi Pastrami. I really appreciate that. How was your day? Obviously, the level of celebrity is a lot different, but it's still live, real interaction that you're getting. Even some of the big streamers, obviously, you have to do. There's different lengths. Like you have to probably fucking sub or something. But if you have 10,000 people watching, how could they see you when there's 30,000 chats a second? But even then, it's possible. Like Artosis, who's one of the bigger StarCraft streamers, every once in a while I'll tip $3, which is the minimum, just to say something and have it read out. Usually it's funny, dumb shit making fun of him, but it's there. It exists, you know. Good talk.
I was distracted. My lady friend's buying some wild gold for me. Excuse me. I would never do that. Anyways, I agree with you wholeheartedly. So I think for me personally, my favorite thing is that my favorite streamer is a guy named Retro Island Gaming, and the thing I love about him is how he interacts with his chat. It's nonstop. I mean, he's constantly getting hit with they had he has this thing where the chat he always wears a wizard hat, and the chat will slam the wizard hat off, or they'll do this wizard duel to put the hat back on. But he's so engaged in his chat, and I think that's why he's so successful. Just for in this example, is because people love going in there and they love his positivity, and I like that too. For me personally, and I mean, he's playing retro games, and everybody knows that that's my shit. So it's like I like interacting with those kinds of people if I'm going to be on Twitch. But then, like, if I'm going to full disclosure, guilty pleasure of mine, Alinity watches, like, she's been watching Jersey Shore, and so I've been kind of like spectating a little bit of it, and I definitely made, like, you're right.
How does she not get DMCA'd for that?
I don't know. You're right. I actually have been wondering that. All she does is watch reality TV on there. But and I mean, she's not small. She got like 5,000 or 6,000 viewers average. Anyways, they I wrote something in the chat and she read it out loud, and I was just like, how the hell did she see that? Like, I've never talked in a person's chat that has like 5,000-10,000 things. I'm like, what's the point, But I just reactively typed something in and she read it, and I was like, what?
Sorry to interrupt. Have either of you seen either DM I sent in our either of our chats via Discord or here? I have to get going. We ran later than normal.
Oh no, I didn't. I'm sorry.
It was just me saying I have to leave, which I said 10 minutes ago.
No. I'm so sorry. I didn't see it.
You're okay.
Kind of ran off. And Hooch, I have not started that yet. I need to do that soon.
If you guys want to keep going, you can. I just had to.
No, we'll wrap it up.
No,
It's
Dom,
been an
you're
hour
good,
20.
I'm sorry. I totally wasn't paying attention.
No, you've done nothing wrong. Josh, you're perfect.
I can't even see this little chat down here.
Sorry. No,
yeah. Well, I put it in the Discord at first.
What do you have to do a charity event for rats?
No, I do jiu-jitsu on.
I'm kidding.
On Sundays.
I'm kidding.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming out for this episode of episode 86 of Overachievers.
Facial hair in 4 days.
Episode 86 of the Overachievers Gaming Podcast. I am Vash, and we're joined as always by Ashi Pastrami and Chef Crondizzle. And we'll see you all in 2 weeks where we talk more about some other games. And hopefully Dom will play Ragnarok so we can actually talk spoilers for it.
Actually, no. I don't even have time to start the download now. I'm sorry, guys. Thanks, Chef.
I ruined it for you. There's no point in playing the game.
Go and do it now.
I'm gonna go outside and throw the. Can I even play it on PS4? Is my room gonna blow up? Like,
no, but you have the Pro. You have the Pro. It'll be fine.
We'll see.
We'll see indeed. All right. Thanks everyone for coming out. Always appreciate, and we'll see you all very soon in 2 weeks. So, bye.
Later.
Bye.
Have fun with jiu-jitsu, good sir.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you later.
Yep.
Bye.
Hooch, I'm gonna do it. I think over Christmas break is when I'm gonna start that.
Do the usual thing, and I'll where you send me the link when you upload it or whatever, and I'll go through and bookmark stuff for you.
Cool. Yeah, that was very helpful. All right, I'm gonna stop the stream. Is anyone live that we want to raid right now? Because I don't know. I haven't looked at. I haven't seen what's going on.
I don't have anybody on. I just found out that my WoW guild is not raiding anymore. I'm sad. Pissed off, actually.
Oh.
One of my 3 characters. Son of a bitch.
I don't see anyone on my side, so that's fine. We'll see everyone later on.
Peace.
I might stream a little bit later. Maybe do some snap streaming. Maybe we'll just do it right now.
I'm gonna get a BLT.
You're a BLT.